All right, let's get real for a second. Everyone's buzzing about AI, like it's some kind of magic wand for making money. You see the headlines, you hear all the hype. But listen, before you go all in and bet your business on a bot, you need a serious reality check. Consider this your mandatory pre-flight checklist.
I mean, this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? The one that's all over your social media feeds. Can you really just hand the keys over to an AI and watch it start printing money for you? It sounds like the ultimate dream. So what actually happens when someone puts that to the test?
Well, somebody actually did it. They gave an AI a very simple, very ambitious challenge. Make $1,000 in just 24 hours. And yeah, the results went viral. But the real story, the part that's actually valuable to you, is buried in the details they didn't shout about. So let's dig into that.
So here's the setup. Could ChatGPT invent and then run a profitable business all by itself for 24 hours straight? The idea was pure hands-off automation. Just let the AI take the wheel and see what happens.
And you know what? Its plan seemed pretty brilliant on the surface. It decided to become a flipper. Step 1, use its brain to find things on Facebook Marketplace that were undervalued. Step 2, buy them up. And Step 3, use Uber to handle all the logistics. Pickup, delivery, the whole shebang. Simple, scalable, it looked like it couldn't fail.
But as anyone who's actually been in the trenches and built a business knows, a perfect plan almost never survives its first encounter with the real world. And for our AI here, reality was about to hit like a ton of bricks. This is exactly where the hype train goes off the rails.
So remember the goal, that big, shiny number, $1,000 in a single day. But then, well, the problem started.
First, the AI was working so fast on Facebook Marketplace that it triggered all the security alarms. The platform flagged it for unusual activity and bam, account suspended. The entire operation just ground to a complete stop.
And then came the second major failure, a real showstopper. The whole logistics plan hinged on using Uber. But to do that, the AI had to pass a human verification step. And it couldn't. The bot failed a test that was designed for a person, running straight into a wall it just couldn't think its way around.
So, after a full 24 hours of fighting with account suspensions and failing verification tests, what was the grand total? Not $1,000. The final profit was $145. I mean, that's a pretty huge miss from the goal.
Okay, let's be fair. $145 in a day is not nothing. If you could keep that up, you're looking at about $4,000 a month, which is a pretty solid side hustle. But if you only focus on the money, you're missing the entire lesson here. The real gold is in understanding why it fell short.
And that brings us right back to our checklist. These are the rules you need to burn into your brain before you let an AI anywhere near your business. These are the lessons learned the hard way from this experiment and from experts out there on the front lines.
This quote from entrepreneur Dan Martell just hits the nail on the head. It perfectly explains the core problem. The AI jumps straight to automation without ever understanding the process, which leads us right to our first rule.
So here it is. Rule number 1, perfect the process manually first. You can't just automate a sales pitch that doesn't even work when a human does it. You have to get your hands dirty, figure out what actually works, and feel the friction points, like those account suspensions. Then, once you have a system that's proven to work, that's when you bring in AI to scale it. And think about this. The AI failed the second it had to prove it was a person. Why? Well, because like Martell says here, business isn't B2B or B2C. It's H to H, human to human. There are just some parts of your business that absolutely need that human touch.
Which brings us to rule number 2. Keep humans in the loop. Your team, they're your competitive advantage, not just a line item you're trying to replace. Think of AI as a co-pilot for your team. It should make them better, faster, and smarter. Let the AI handle the boring, repetitive stuff, but keep your people out front, building relationships and solving the tough problems.
This right here, this is probably the biggest mindset shift you have to make. Just having access to AI doesn't give you an edge. Guess what? Everybody has access to it. The magic isn't in the tool itself. And that's rule number 3. AI is a tool, not a strategy. So stop chasing every shiny new AI model that comes out. Instead, start with a real problem in your business, a bottleneck, something that's slowing you down. Then you go find the right tool for that specific job. Your real, lasting advantage will come from combining AI with your unique process, your expertise, and your relationships.
So let's just lay it out side by side. The hype, the bad advice, tells you to automate everything now.
The smart strategy says, no, fix it manually first. The hype says, replace your team. The smart strategy says, make AI their co-pilot. The hype says, let AI make all the decisions. The smart move is to use AI for insights while you stay in charge.
See, when you get this right, you stop looking at AI as a replacement for people. You start seeing it for what it truly is, one half of a really powerful partnership. This is how you build a real defensible moat around your business, one that your competitors can't just copy.
So here's the formula you need to remember. Your real moat is your unique expertise, plus your relationships, all supercharged with AI as a co-pilot. The AI can handle the scale and the data, but your vision and your human connection, that's the irreplaceable core of your business. That is your unfair advantage.
So let's just be crystal clear about this. AI is not going to replace you, but an entrepreneur who knows how to use AI, they absolutely will. So the question isn't whether AI is powerful. We know it is. The real question is, are you ready to be the pilot?